What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we're doing 10 more fights I want to see in ESBC. Now you guys probably clicked this video and thought, or you've seen it pop up in your subscriptions and thought, have I just woken up and it's 2020? Is it mid 2021? Because it cannot be 2022 and this man is doing 10 more fighters that I want to see in ESBC. Well, you're goddamn right. It is this video. It is 2022. Let's just get over it, guys. The reason I'm doing this is because so many people are, rightfully so, focusing on the gameplay and when it's coming out. But I remember back in the day, we used to sit in comment section for ages and talk about the fighters. Now, with the roster being fucking massive, it's incredible. I thought, you know what, there's still requests of people like, I'd love to see so-and-so, I'd love to see so-and-so. So this is your choice, this is your chance, should I say, to go down in the comments and write 10 fighters that you really want to see in ESBC. I'm going to give mine, and I just thought this would be a funny video because, you know, we used to make these kind of videos all the time, and I don't think we've made one of these videos for ages, so I thought, you know what, let's revisit it. We've got a lot of fighters that we've always wanted in ESBC. We've got them now, so let's go for 10 more. I mean, as we know, the roster's fucking awesome. Fury, Wilder, Canelo, Shakur, Loma, Crawford, as well as legends like Dempsey, Johnson, the Klitschko brothers, Riddick Bowe. It's incredible. Doesn't mean we can't ask for 10 more though, so let's get into it. We're starting this list strong with 28-0, 22 knockouts, WBA, WBC and IBF welterweight champion of the world. Of course, you guys must have guessed it, Errol Spence Jr. Now this, I mean, you don't even need to say it. One, he's going to look sick. His shorts in his last fight looked fucking awesome. Imagine those colours in the game. Awesome. Also, someone to rival Crawford. I mean, there's tons to rival Crawford, but this is top level competition. And in the game, him and Crawford are going to be neck and neck with each other. If they don't fight in real life, we can make it happen in the game. So this is one that's very important. I think Spence is one of the best of his weight class. I mean, you're going to see one more fighter from his weight class. I think one more. I don't remember. But anyways, in this list, and but yeah, Spence, strong start of the list. Which brings us on to number 2. Another, I mean, this is in no particular order, but regardless, this is number 2. 29-0 with 27 KOs. Only 24 years of age. Have you guessed it yet? Jaron Ennis, also known as Boots. This goes without saying, I really like this guy. He is someone that I think, while he's not a world champion in his current weight class, I think this dude's an absolute fucking weapon. I think he's got the best shot against Crawford and Spence, beside Crawford and Spence. So Crawford and Spence have the best chance of beating each other. In my opinion, Boots is right behind them. I think Boots annihilate. I'm a big Conor Benn fan. I don't see a world where Conor Benn beats this man. He's got to be in the game. Not to mention, he also looked fucking awesome in that pink and white in his last fight. Number 3, we're switching up down to the women's division with 12-0, 10 knockouts. In my opinion, one of the best female fighters alive right now, Savannah Marshall. I believe she is also the WBO middleweight champion of the world. And I have to say, guys, I believe that she is the one to beat Shields. I'm not going to lie. I think she's got it. I think she's got the power. I think she's got the size. I think she's got the boxing ability to do it. But yeah, I'm a big fan of Savannah Marshall. I really am. And this is someone that I would love. I'd love to see more females and more lower weight class men in the game as well, to be honest. But this is number 1 for the women's division for me, that she needs to be there. And we switch it up with number 4. We go for a legend at 41-2. 32 knockout victories, 2 KO losses and 1 draw. Has beaten every man he's ever fought. Even his 2 losses, he got back. Have you guessed it yet? The former WBC, IBF and IBO heavyweight champion of the world. Have you guessed it? You must have. Lennox Lewis. Now, this just goes without saying, man. The heavyweight division is already stacked, but Lennox is one that we have spoken about since the start, and it looked like he was going to be in the game. Now, all of a sudden, it looks like he's not. I'm still hopeful, because I'd love to see Lennox Lewis in there. I'd love to put him up against our current heavyweights in the game and see how that shakes out. Now we go on to number 5 and number 6. Probably already given it away by the fact that I've said number 5 and number 6 together. That is the current WBA, WBC, IBF and WBO super welterweight champion of the world, Jermall Charlo. And of course, the next one is Jermall Charlo. We cannot have one without the other. Both world champions. I mean, Jermall, is it Jermall? Sorry, I've got him written down here. Jermall is the only one who has faced loss, but he came back and he won that fight even better. Same with his only draw. He's come back and he's won that fight even better. Dude's 2 for 2 in knockouts when it comes to rematches. He's a freak. I think both of these brothers are absolutely sensational. While it's hard to keep track for me of who is who because their names are so close together, they look quite different. Despite being twins, I think they look pretty different. I mean, the tattoos definitely help, but their names are so close together, I often get confused about who is who. So I've had to write these two down here. But both brilliant fighters. Another brother team, Klitschko's. Let's get the Charlos in. And yeah, two brilliant ones that I think need to be in to help their divisions. We go on to number 7. Now this man was at one point considered the baddest man on the planet, the most dangerous motherfucker to ever be born. 50 victories, 44 of them by knockout, only 6 losses, numerous world titles. You guys already know who it is. Once you say one of the baddest men to ever exist, you know who it is. Mike Tyson. Now, of course, this just had to go without saying. I love Mike Tyson. I think everyone's a fan of his career. While people will pick holes at his career, he was always sensational to watch. And in a game, he's just got to be. He's just got to be. You can just picture it with that footwork from ESBC, with that basic, just those black shorts, those black boots. Mike Tyson's, him and Lennox are probably the two, as well as Foreman. Foreman's not on this list, by the way, but those 3 are probably my top 3 legends. Mike Tyson, Lennox, and then Foreman. So I had to put Mike Tyson on this list. And then we go on to my top 3. Now, these 3 are my top 3. I have left these 3 till last for a reason, because these are my favourite 3. If you guys can guess it. Alright, lock your guesses in. Number 3. 26-0. 24 knockouts. The WBA, I believe, Super. As in, like, he's the Super WBA lightweight champion of the world. I'd never get... There's too many titles in boxing. My favourite lightweight on the planet. I have his merch. You guys have seen it. Hoodie, t-shirts, shorts. I have it all. Javon Davis. This dude needs to be in the game. 1... His tattoos all look awesome. 2, his shorts always look sick. 3, he's fucking wicked. He's such a sick boxer, and the power is amazing. Him versus Kambosos in game would be epic. Javon Davis at number 3. And at number 2, the current WBA, IBF, IBO, and I think the former of all those titles as well, middleweight champion. He's held, I think, 4 titles before, lost them. 1, I think 3 of them back now. It's hard to keep track. Like I said, too many titles in boxing. 42-1 with 1 draw. We all know who it is because the draw makes me sick. With 37 knockouts at the ripe age of 40. Gennady Triple G Golovkin. He needs to be in the game. There is no one better than this man. I think this man is one of the best middleweights ever, in my opinion. He just needs to be in. He just does. Just accept the fact that he does. He needs to be. I want to fight him on my career mode. I just do. I want to use him online. I just do. I want to be able to cut the ring off and hurt motherfuckers. And off to number 1. We're going to start with some honourable mentions first, though, before we go to number 1. Honourable mentions go to Marvin Hagler. Of course. Come on. Thomas the Hitman Hearns. Roberto Duran. Had to be. We have Sugar Ray Leonard. Marvin Hagler is my number 1 for this, without a doubt. Without a doubt, my honourable mention. There's a reason I didn't put him on the list, because I wanted to put him near number 1, but I didn't want to replace Javante, and I didn't want to replace Triple G. So Marvin Hagler is like my honourable number 1, without a doubt. Marvin Hagler is incredible. But we need the 4 kings. We have one of them. Let's get the other 3. And off to number 1. One of my favourite active fighters. I mean, the top 3 are all my favourite active fighters, but this man is someone that... I hate using the word casual, I really do. But you see that pound for pound lists put this man appropriately in the pound for pound. When you see casual people put them on, I don't like using the word casual like that, I just have to say it. Let's say you get your common AJ fan. And I'm not going off just like making things up. You see a lot on Twitter, people will put, I once saw a guy put AJ in his pound for pound top. It was number 8. No, it wasn't. It was number 6. And this fight was number 8. Doesn't make sense. Anyways, this man is top 3 pound for pound right now. I do not care about your opinion. 4 at a push, maybe, but 3. This man is top 3 pound for pound. 22-0, 19 knockouts. Goes by the monster in the bantamweight division. WBA. IBF. And I think he won some other belts in another weight class. I'm not going to check. I'm too psyched talking about this. You already know who it is. Naoya Inoue. He's got to be. 1, we need to fill out those lower divisions. 2, we can do the him versus Nito Donaire fight over and over again. You guys saw the first one. They're rematching soon. That fight's going to be epic. But this needs to happen. We need Naoya Inoue in the game. That is my list. That is my top 10 as well as my honourable mentions. Naoya Inoue is my number 1. He needs to be in the game. He is such a unique fighter. He is so technically sound. He is so dangerously powerful. He is, in my opinion, one of the best fighters out there right now. In terms of his skill, in terms of his ability, in terms of his heart, dude got his jaw broken, I believe, in the 3rd round of the Donaire fight, and he fought to a unanimous decision with a broken jaw. Freaky stuff. Well, yeah, well, that was a good list if you ask me, guys. I'm not going to lie. I want to hear you guys though. Leave your 10 down below in the comments. I'll be more than happy to listen to them. But yeah, I'm going to end this here. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed making this, to be honest. This is the kind of stuff we used to love talking about. And that's why I'm kind of psyched to make this video. That's why I'm kind of hyped. Because we don't really talk about it anymore. It's always like gameplay and comparing gameplay and pointing things out. Bit of nitpicking, you know, bit of like they can improve this, they can improve that. It's fun to go back to a time where we didn't know much about the gameplay. I hadn't played it when I used to make these videos. But now I've played it. And now I'm like, I want to see these fighters in the game. Let me know yours in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.